Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Tom Sydney Bushnell, aka Numbers, here from Psych.Club, from the Tom Numbers Show and News with Tom Numbers. So we're live again. Today's show is, what's that? Today's show is about, well, it's a number of things. We're 105 days away from November 5th, which is the election, the day of all days. I've got some numbers on that for you. Hey, buddy. How you doing, Tracy? I've spoken about this a couple times, or at least once. So there's a radio station here and I should say 105 is Arcturian. There's a number of things, but Arcturian is 105. It's Saviour with the I, so the English way of saying. If you do the Saviour, it's 138. Donald Trump, go figure. 138 revaluation. 138 the gold reset, but 105 is Arcturian, and it's Saviour. Yeah, so. But there's a radio station here called Greatest Hits Radio, and I noticed a few days ago that they have an advert. Ken Bruce, Scotsman, says they're talking about this company called Ustream, so it's U, 21st letter, but in the advert he says U is the 21st letter. I've never heard that before, other than then and the stuff I teach, but it's becoming mainstream. There you go. Anyway, so I listened to that. I've been listening to it quite a bit the last few days. I stumbled upon it accidentally about, I think, last Friday. You know, in Transformers, where Bumblebee, the yellow robot Volkswagen Camaro, can change form, and he talks through the radio station. Well, my radio, the 6 channels on my radio dashboard on the car flipped to another 12, another 6, so it was 12. I was like, how do I go back to the other one? But it landed on this Greatest Hits Radio. I didn't know it existed, but nevertheless it does. I did the numbers on it today. Greatest Hits Radio is 198, the resurrection. President Trump, 198. Statue of Liberty, 198. Everything is coming back. But they've been red pilling on that show. So do you remember over the last few weeks I've been talking about how November 5th is the day of all days. The greatest day comes to 158. Remember, top Trump's 158. Source character or source player. So if you're a non-NPC, you're a source player or source character. But the greatest day is 158. So if you do the remember, the 5th of November, the greatest day, the 5th of November, 355, that's what it is. That's when it will be. And then it's like, well, which November 5th is this one? It's this one because of the election. The corner election made sure, yes, the 5th of November. So, yeah, they've been, what did they do today? Yeah, so I've been talking about how November 5th, the US election is on what would have been historically, if it had gone through, the gunpowder plot, Guy Fawkes, etc. Guy Fawkes is 118, The Storm, The Awakening, The Matrix. It's the first number I've got. It's my cousin Paul's date of birth, January 18th. There's other important people's names and dates of birth. But if the events of Guy Fawkes a few hundred years ago, if that had happened, that would have been technically English Independence Day, British Independence Day. But look what they did, they swapped them. So November 5th is the US election day. July 4th here in the UK, we had the election here, so they flipped them. Anyway, on this radio station today, this afternoon, I'm listening away, and they bring it up. The DJ tells everybody, and that's what I've been saying. And then later on in the day, they talk about dinar, and they said this one, Q80 dinar, but Q80 is 94. 94 is November. That's when everything will happen. So I've been putting a lot of tweets out about it, and if you're in the States or other parts of the world, you should be able to listen to it online for free. You might have to use a VPN, maybe, but it's a Q station, just like the Daily Star 17 spells the word 17 as a Q paper. Video killed the radio star. The greatest hits radio is 198, which is President Trump 198, the resurrection 198, and we've just seen the events of the bullet going past his ear, etc. So, or hitting his ear. So it's a Q radio station. Maybe I'll get to go on there, talk to them. It's mainly just music, but maybe we'll get a couple of snippets. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So I'd encourage you to look at that. But yeah, I was also looking at, I've done these before, but I was looking at Tesla, the Tesla building, the Tesla Hotel, which is New Yorker. New Yorker Hotel is 194, September 11th, 194. 1955, 194. Someone else's full name, it's very important, 194. But it's the time travel date in Back to the Future, they say Emmett Brown 148, Simple Gematria 148, Donald J. Trump 148, Project Bluebeam 148, The Art of the Deal 148, Scriptures 148, Simple Gematria 148. He says November 5th, 1955, he discovered time travel. I've known for a long time that this November 5th is closely intrinsically linked with September 11th. I've spoken about what I think is going to happen. I think many things are going to happen, but New York is 3 ones, so it's 3 tall buildings. Fly away Peter, fly away Paul, come back Peter, come back Paul, but you've got to keep the one that's already there, make it a 3. That's perfection, 111. Kennedy magic, 111. Genesis magic, 111. Butler Gate 111. Yeah. So, but I was thinking of this radio station, and I've only discovered it in the last couple of days. But greatest hits radio plus 24, because we're in 24, comes to 222. 222 comes to 1,000 years of peace. 222. Gray's Sports Almanac comes to 222. Winter White House comes to 222. I've met people that had the name 222. So if you do Gray's Sports Almanac 222, if you do, and that's the thing that was able to predict the future, because it was a sports betting book from the past. In Back to the Future 2, when Martin McFly discovers it, he's listening on the radio. Well, he listens to Biff, old Biff and new Biff, younger Biff, and the score is 1917. 1917, President Trump kept referring to that as the Spanish flu. It wasn't, it was 1918, but 1917 is when JFK was born. So it all goes back on itself. But the Sports Almanac, so Gray's Sports Almanac is 222. Wyndham New Yorker is 222. Wyndham's 88, Trump. You have to travel 88 miles per hour. 8th Avenue, where the New York Hotel is 125, time travel, dark to light. Joey Barton, 125. Mean tweets, 125. Lilani did a little tweet on that earlier today, and I looked at the numbers. We live in a simulation, everybody. It's brilliant. It's like Elon Musk's simulation game. It's brilliant. Elon's not the one that created it, but the good Elon now is definitely for pushing out the good stuff. So, and I don't mean all of it. You got to read. It's a nuance thing. You got to read between the lines. That's where football matches are won. When you break the lines, you got to break through the lines. The Lionsgate 88. That's in Back to the Future as well. But yeah, so if you do 8th Avenue, if you do 481 8th Avenue, plus, here we go. Yeah. So that's the other one. So Wyndham New Yorker Hotel comes to 282, which comes to 88 miles per hour. When I met Eric Trump, I had my 88 miles per hour t-shirt. So if you did Eric Trump and Tom Numbers, or Tom Bushnell, hang on, which one was it? I think it was Tom Numbers. So like 123 and one, yeah. Eric Trump and Tom Numbers comes to 282, 88 miles per hour. But if you do this, so 8th Avenue in Manhattan, number 481, 8th Avenue, comes to 606. Then if you do Wyndham New Yorker Hotel, takes you to 888, takes you to the super powerful number 888. There's a whole bunch of those that tie in with November 5th, which I'll do in time. Anyway, we live in a matrix, everyone. We live in a simulation, a dream. And I believe that the matrix, the dream gets broken, but it gets upgraded, gets revealed. It jumps up November 5th. Week to remember, 158. Remember. Top trumps, 158. The greatest day, 158. Source character or source player. Yeah. The coronavirus puzzle gets figured out. Coronavirus puzzle 261. The United States of America 261. Yeah. Manhattan, New York 203. Trump intelligence 115, 88 comes to 203. $11.15, or 1:15 is 11:05, November 5th. Yeah, it's coming, people. I have to pinch myself sometimes, and like, the key to the mystery of the universe, what life's about, is going to get revealed to us. It's going to get revealed to us. The Great Awakening is 169. Trump Tower is 169. Thomas Bushnell is 169. Quantum Leap is 141. Reincarnation 141. Looking Glass 141. Jasara Election 141. Faithful of Uncle 141. Tom Bushnell 141. June 11th, when I met Ivanka, 141. Donald POTUS, 141. Donald Space Force, 141. Paul Space Force, 141. Eileen Space Force, 141. It's all coming together, everyone. They do tell us in the films and nursery rhymes, merrily, merrily, life is but a dream, you know. They do tell us. Who have we got in the chat? Where are you from? Say howdy. Say hello. Has anyone got any shungite? Just get your shungite. I think it takes a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks for it to get through. They make it all bespoke. And shungite plus orgonite, which is what this is made of, comes to 206, which comes to quantum physics. You've got your garden park, you can put that in your pocket, put that in the window box, put it with vegetables. You can use it as a sleeping puck, or if you want to get a more powerful dose, get the actual sleeping puck. Sleep is 57, Tesla 57, Wood 57, England 57, Magician 57, Mary 57. yeah. Hello from Finland. No coincidence and all, no. No, as Q says, you know, when does it become mathematically impossible in terms of coincidences? Yeah, it's fantastic. Q numbers, 109, spells the word 17. Q, 17, plus numbers, 92, and together is 109. Comes to witness. Liberty Bell. Dinah Spencer, well, Liberty Bell's not 90, but I'm saying that with the Witness film. Liberty is 91. Bell is 31, I believe. So that'd be 92, 102, yeah. 122, America First, Liberty Bell. That's President Trump's telling us that's how it ends. That's what the bell gets rung out. The eternal bell gets rung. But Q numbers, 109, Psych.Club. I chose that before all of the events of 2020. Things are predestined. We have choices. I think we've somehow painted the best future and dream for all of us to live through. Hey from Connecticut, Stephen, hello. So there, yeah. Tomorrow will be a 104 days to go. So we'll have some good numbers on 104. But have a look at Tesla Hotel. It's a special place. They did some things before. See, I think something's going to happen between, and all these things will happen across this global period of November 5th. But I think there's going to be something with the Tesla Hotel involving Statue of Liberty. Maybe the Chrysler Building, maybe Empire State Building get brought into it, maybe Trump Tower. But definitely New Yorker Hotel and Statue of Liberty. I could see like an arc of electricity and maybe a portal or time trap, something created there. Could also spill over to Governor's Island, 192. Could go right across all the water, even to Staten Island perhaps. But there's something there. And Battery Park, I spoke about the battery yesterday. I'll do some more numbers on that for you soon. But there's going to be events in London, there'll be events in Washington, there'll be events in New York, all around the globe. All the Tartarian named countries and capital cities that are all 88, that'll be all over the place. Interesting enough, I saw this on Daily Star on their Twitter feed. It looks like we might have an aurora again tomorrow with colours in the sky. And I've been looking up at the clouds tonight and it looked like they were maybe getting ready for that. And maybe they'll fill in the dots and paint the colours in tomorrow night, if you know what I'm saying. So that'll be interesting. Maybe we'll see that again tomorrow. Because something big is coming, sky event. And we've not had that yet. I don't think it wasn't the eclipse. The eclipse was great for those that could see it, but with sky event is coming. So, okie dokie everyone. What are the revaluation of foreign currency? Well, I know currency revaluation comes to 245, the pure love of Christ. 245 comes to Thomas Sidney Bushnell, which comes to currency revaluation. Thomas Sidney Bushnell numbers comes to November 5th, 1955, or comes to November 5th, September 11th, or it also comes to Ground Zero, September 11th, and it also comes to Building 7, September 11th. So all these things have been coded. And the prestige is all about when things go, they're taken away. You do a trick, you take it away, make it disappear, but you have to wow people back by bringing it back. So all these things, and the way they do it is through the quantum. Quantum is 107, atonement 107, military 107. Hey Michelle, good to see you. So, anyway, I will see you tomorrow. There you go. Bang on time, eh? I'll see you tomorrow. I've got something cooking in the oven, so address that and sort that out. So I will see you tomorrow. Do double check that you're subscribed. I think you guys and girls probably are, but if any others that are pick this up, subscribe, double subscribe, and tune in every day, because we're still in the game. The level playing field will come very soon, 176 November the 5th. But up until that point, we've still got to keep, you know, doing the jiggery pokery. All right, everyone, much love. I'll see you all. Take care. Bye.